Hey, fellow Riblets, it's me, Tom from Target Prime Rib. As promised, I'm here at 4 o'clock. I am going to put the link up into the top of the chat for anybody to be able to come on. You can see right now it's just Sandy and Granny Boo. So hey guys, how you doing? Not really sure what I'm going to really talk about today. I am actually doing a few projects, so if I look a little distracted, I do apologize. Um, okay, I'm not really sure. Okay, well, so I'm doing this project that somebody asked me to do. Actually, her name is Miss Laugh a Lot. I'm sure you guys have seen her in the chats. So she wanted me to create a new channel. Um, hey, Amy, how you doing? I'm looking forward to Tuesday for you to be able to tell your interview. So, like I said, I am a little distracted right now. So I'm going to go back to chewing the fat because it'd be easier if I make this a little bit bigger. Okay. So, it's just easier for me to see what's going on with the phone. So we got a few people in here. We got George. Hey, you're in the house. Cool. So, hopefully everything will come out pretty good. I did link up in the chats if anybody wants to come on for a couple minutes. Um, Thank you, Amy. I appreciate that. It's all coming from the telephone. I actually did come up with a plan with my boss. He's going to help me actually. When I went to fill in the form to see about being able to get a computer, basically what it is I'll get they will give me the money for the computer, and then every week I give them so much, and I give them about like $25 a week. Well, it depends on the computer. So the computer that Lewis suggested would be about $25 a week, um, which is fine. It's actually great for me. So, but the problem is it only does it for full-time employees. It won't do it for part-time. So what he's going to do, which shout out to my boss because it's a great offer that he's giving me. He said he totally trusts me and he knows I'm grateful and all that fun stuff. Gary, hey, and Lizzie, hey, how you guys doing? And hey, Helen's here. Wow, got a lot of people here today. In such a short time too. Wow. So I guess I have to up my game a little bit, right? So I am going to I think I'm going to take him up on his offer. And what he's offering me is he's going to do it under his account, because he does work full time, being a manager and everything. And then I would just pay him back, and it would give me my computer faster, and I wouldn't have to wait. And as good as this phone is, I think the computer would be even better, even easier for me to manipulate. So hopefully that will happen soon, but I'm not sure. Unfortunately, I probably will still have to do the interview with Amy. Sorry, Amy, from the phone. But as you guys said, including you, Amy, that the picture and the sound seems pretty good. You were slacking off last hour. Okay. Excellent. Thank you, Amy. I appreciate that. So I think things will be pretty good. And like I said, I'm the only thing I'm the only I want to help out, and I'm hoping I can. I did start a new channel for Miss Laugh a Lot. The only problem is it's not my channel. I'm supposed to be only co-host. So what I'm trying to do is trying to now revert it to her as the owner of the channel, which is not going to be easy, because they say they need the person to have a Google account, a Google email. So, and I don't think she has a Google email, so not sure how we're going to do that. So, I mean, I got the first part done. It's just now I got, and I put it under, what I did was I put it under Miss Laugh a Lot and then it's going to be called the Carnivore Club. So, and there's a little thing afterwards, but I think we can still call the channel itself Carnivore Club. So, um, you know, so I guess we'll figure it out. If we have to change some things, then we can change some things, and go from there. You know, I mean, I'm glad that she thinks that I can do it, so I'm going to try my best and go from there. Okay, so I'm reading some. Sorry about that, Amy. The other suggestions: put all your live streams and videos into an all watch hours playlist, and we'll run all videos to get you more watch hours. So, okay, I have a playlist already. So how would I make that work to my advantage? Exactly. Okay, and I'm reading all the chats actually from YouTube, so I'm not going to be able to put them up onto the. I don't think I can. I don't know. Could I? No. All I can do is from YouTube. All I can do is I can do it from the StreamYard, but for my phone, it just gets a little hard to do. So, um, like I said, if anybody wants to join me, um, even from the phone. We already found out the other day that we had a few people on here. We had Lisa, we had Rick, George Mopar, Lewis was on here for a little bit, and so was Papa Carnivore. So, anybody is welcome to come on for a few minutes and just to test things out. If you have any if anybody's done this before with the channel, like I said, I made a new channel, but I'm supposed to be just co-creator. I'm not supposed to be the creator, but I'm just doing this to help her out. So I need to switch me as being the owner to her being the owner, and then I'm just the co-create. I'm just the co-host basically. So you know, I'm not really sure how to do that exactly. So if anybody has any suggestions or any tips or any ideas, either come on here and let me know, or just simply put it in the chats. Because as we're talking here, we could actually you could actually talk me through the computer because. Hey George, how you doing?
Pretty good, thank you.
Hey.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Excellent. Okay, that's good. Yeah, I thought I'd just jump on and say hello, Thomas.
Oh, yeah. How are things going for you?
Pretty good indeed. It's more homey now.
What was that? I'm sorry.
I'm, I'm right. I'm getting feedback. Something about. I'm getting a sort of echo.
Okay. Which shouldn't be. I have my thing on mute, so it shouldn't be mine. Do you have anything turned on?
Nothing. Hang on. It could be me actually, possibly. I'm just going to switch everything off. Yeah, so that should have sorted it. That
Is that
should have.
better?
Yeah, because I think it was because I had my phone on as well. So I've cleared the phone. Yeah, that's better. That's a lot better.
Yeah, I mean, I have a few tabs open, but they're all like quiet tabs.
Yeah.
And then the YouTube channel I have on for us is actually on mute, so couldn't have been that either.
No,
So,
I'm still getting 10 seconds behind. I'm hearing
um,
what we said already live. I'm hearing it back again 10 seconds behind.
Let me turn off all my tabs because I could always reopen them again. That's not a problem. All right. And I'm gonna still keep on the YouTube, right? So I could actually see what's in the chat. It's just a lot easier for me. Tell me if you still hear the echo pretty badly.
Yeah, I'm still getting.
You still hear it?
I'm still getting the echo about 10 seconds behind when we're live.
I guess I'll see if I can put the chats into StreamYard. It's just a lot harder because my finger would always get in the way.
Yeah.
I'm going to turn this off and then I'll turn it back on again.
Yeah, okay.
And you know, let me just minimize it. Maybe that'll help. Just going to do one other thing. Is it still going on?
Yeah, it's still going on, but maybe if somebody else comes on and gives it a go.
Yeah. If anybody else wants to come on and test out the waters, that'd be fine.
Yeah, I'm still getting. I'm hearing us live, but I'm hearing us again 10 seconds later, about 10 seconds behind.
Well, yeah. There's always the delay with the StreamYard and the YouTube. So let me close it out all the way. Still?
Yeah, I'm still getting.
Oh, okay. Then it can't be me then because I got everything. The only thing I didn't close was the StreamYard, and that's on my phone. So I'm going to actually. No, nothing there. Let's see if I had anything else open. Just the StreamYard is the only thing I have open.
Strange.
It's weird.
Have you got anybody else who wants to jump on? Because I'll jump off and then see if anybody else comes on. See what happens with them. I'll be in the
Yeah, we could do that.
Yeah.
I mean, does anybody else? Does anybody else hear anything? Yeah, anybody else is welcome to come on. And
I don't recognise this screen, Thomas. How do you leave? There's no leave button.
Oh, you don't leave. You're there forever.
Okay.
I think, yeah.
A bit like the Hotel California.
Yep, exactly. Usually most people just exit out, like just close it out. So if you, I'm trying to think. Yeah, I'm still kind of like working out kinks myself. So, which is why I can't wait to get a computer. Yeah, for some reason, I don't know why. Excuse my hand. George should be joining me in a couple seconds. All right. Do you hear it now?
No, I don't think. I think that might have whatever it was because I'm not getting the echo anymore. No, it's no.
Okay. I just pretty much backed up by mistake and had I kind of like rebooted it, so to speak. So I'm going to actually try to put back on though
I'm
the YouTube.
I'm gonna log out, Thomas, because I'm still getting the feedback. So
You are still getting the feedback.
If we get somebody else on, see how they get on. I think I found the log out button. So I'll say goodbye for the
All right.
moment. Uh,
All right. Thank you, George. I appreciate it. All right. Okay, so I am back. Let me know if you can hear me or not. Okay, so Helen, I just went back into YouTube and where I can read the chats a lot better. And let me actually get back out of this. Get back out of this. Okay, so I got them all lined up good. So I don't know if I'm frozen now or whatnot. I can. I am fine. So you guys can see me moving. So does that mean I'm on my own then? I'm just joking. It's all good. Speak no slow, Gary. Let's see if he hears the echoes. Hey Gary, how you doing?
Hey man, what's going on?
Not much. I my myself seems frozen on the phone on the StreamYard, but I'm looking at YouTube on the same thing and I'm moving around. So
Yeah, you look fine,
I
man.
guess
Anything?
yeah, I guess they just like to see me frozen on StreamYard. So no, not on StreamYard, but on the streaming because this is EN Vux or EV Mux. I'm sorry. So which is the same one that we used last time. But it's a little different. It's from my phone, not from the computer, because my computer is a piece of crap. So, which we already acknowledged. So, how are things going?
Oh, good. Looking forward to the 3-day weekend. Try to.
Oh yeah, that's true. I guess yeah. I'm working Saturday, but I don't know. What was that?
I think I'll walk to the community pool each day, 3 days in a row. Take advantage
You
of
gonna
it.
jump in too, or no? You gonna jump in the pool too, or just walk there?
No, I use 2 hours a lapse. They're kind of leisure
Okay.
laps. I mean, with carnivore energy, I don't even get even the slightest winded. Just
Yeah.
2 hours is a piece of cake. I feel like I could do another 6 hours after I get out. Walking,
Oh
not
yeah.
walking's a little harder for me.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I'd definitely be a lot better in swimming than I would be at walking, but there's really nothing for me to water. You think there'd be a lot of water things, but the only thing that I really go into is my sister's pool, and with no car and everything, it would either cost me like about $80 a day to go to her pool, or it would cost, or it would be a long like it's about 15 miles to get to her house. So either way, it's like okay, I'll just take a shower or something.
I've been
You know.
I've been living in this community for 10 years, and really, this is the first year I've started using the pool. I think prior to that,
Okay.
I've been there like 2 or 3 times.
Uh,
Um, but yeah,
so,
the only thing that sucks is they shut the pool down. I think next month sometime, maybe later in the month.
okay.
Got to get it in while I can.
Yeah, I would definitely go then if that's the case. 'Cause, um, you know, so
No,
well, Amy says that she ordered some kettlebells, so that's cool.
I
So,
float pretty well in the water, so it's not like I'm swimming to stay
uh,
prevent.
do you do the dead man's float?
I just do like I do this simple breaststroke, one,
Right.
and then the back I just kind of float on my back, and
Yeah.
I constantly keep my legs going. Not that it really makes much of a difference, but
Okay.
it helps with the circulation, the joints, just being active, having a
Oh, okay.
having a desk job.
Right. That's
And it's
yeah. No, I mean, I kind of my sister's having me take care of her dog in November. I kind of wish it was actually around now because then I could use her pool. you know,
yeah.
but hopefully she'll need me sometime in the summer or something. So. But
I,
she says I can go in her pool anytime. So, I mean, I told her, I said, someday maybe I will go there and you're going to see me jump in your pool without you really even knowing I'm there. So, but it's just $80 for an Uber. It's just a little bit too expensive for my taste.
I actually was like looking around to see if there was an indoor pool that I could use during the winter, but really isn't anything really close to me.
No.
So,
Yeah, no, I guess I could do that. Go join a gym that has a pool in it. But I think the closest one for me is pretty much close to my sister. So, yeah, I think that would be a little problematic. I don't think there's anything really near me that has a pool. But, yeah.
someday I'd like to get one of those swim spa pools. Creates it's like a oversized hot tub, really, and
Oh, okay.
you swim against the current that it creates inside the pool. So you don't need a large.
Oh, so it's like kind of like it's kind of yeah. It's I know what you're talking about. Like it's a short pull, but it makes you it mimics that you're like swimming a lot. Yeah.
Kind of. So I'll turn the thing up on high and see if I can learn surfing too. I don't know.
You could yeah. Why not? My brother-in-law actually used to do winter surfing. He used to actually go out in the ocean, and he had a special suit for it.
Pull.
Um, how I get to and from work, Amy? I actually live right in the same built. My job is in the same complex as my apartment, so I simply just walk the 2 minutes it gets to, and just walk to the other building. That's it. So I sort of lucked out on that one. I was driving for a little bit because it was actually a little bit further down, straight down the road, so I was able to take my roommate's car, but unfortunately that didn't work out. So you know but they're starting to be pretty good. The new boss is actually pretty good. I mean, he's what he's offering me to help me get a new computer is pretty nice. I and he seems like a good guy, so I don't think there's really if I really want to get that better computer and do better channels and stuff, that would be very I think that'd be a thing that I would need to do. So
That live stream from the other day you did on your phone where I said it's top notch. I was listening to it in my bedroom, which I have a really high end audio system in there. I
okay.
couldn't believe how crystal clear your audio was, because normally I
Oh,
have
really?
with a lot of videos. My hearing's not that great, and
Well,
especially with audio, and I hate YouTube videos where the audio is subpar. And actually, I struggle with some of your videos, either like too quiet and I got to turn it way up. So when I put on that live stream, it was just like, whoa. That,
okay. I'm sorry about the videos, but
for clarity. So you were just using your phone, right? The microphone on your phone.
no, my phone, just using my phone. Yeah,
When
it's
you
just like I am now.
record videos that you publish, Are you doing them on your phone or a computer?
The videos are they're done from my phone too. But
Or maybe you're trying to talk softer to not bother your roommate, or
maybe a little bit of that, yeah.
hey,
Or you said it was only some of them that are like that. You said some of them aren't, I guess. Would that
uh,
be fair to say? Like it's kind of like middle of the road, or would you say it's mostly quiet?
um, most are a little. That one particular one stood out. Typically, I watch them in different places in the house. Sometimes in my office, sometimes outside
Okay.
when I'm in the hot tub. I'll put videos on, and so those, outside it's just a cheap TV, so the speaker's not the greatest,
Oh, okay.
but
Um, Amy says to get a lav mic to wear. Okay. Well, um, right now I'm gonna, I will get that. That'll be my next project. Right now, I just want to settle this computer thing and find out about that. But I definitely, um, I get great suggestions from people. So,
I know you don't want to spend a lot of money, Thomas, but this is what I bought last week or so from Amazon, which is a USB headphone that also picks up. It's got a microphone built in, and it's got a little inline volume knob. And if you remembered, oh, you're frozen. Still there, Thomas? Anyone else hear or see Thomas moving? Okay, Carnivore Whisperer. But what about Thomas? Do I gotta take over this live stream? Oh, in case anyone else was wondering, this is like $10 on Amazon. And what's nice about it, if you have a cell phone that doesn't have a headphone jack, this is as plugs into the USB port of your phone, and I use that now when I join live streams. Usually, if I'm not at my computer with a webcam and microphone. All right, so let's go to the chat. Can I answer any questions for anyone? Thomas, get out of the freezer if you're frozen. Yeah, I heard that joke from you the other day. Yes, Amy, that is a USB headset, USB C. Like I said, just $10. I think it might be the Amazon branded one. Hey, Thomas.
can you hear me?
Whew. I didn't know how much longer I could hold the fort for you.
I was going to start calling this the no slow hour. So
Yeah,
I
pretty.
don't know if they can hear me or not.
So my week was pretty good, Rocky.
Okay.
Actually, did was it yesterday or the day before yesterday? For my lunch hour, I decided to actually take a walk. So I went for an hour walk.
Okay.
So that's pretty cool. And then there was a couple days that it was sunny this week. I know it seems like fall all of a sudden with the weather change. Um, so I think today and 2 other days I was able to sunbathe for an hour at my lunch hour. So that was nice.
Okay. Yeah.
The vitamin D.
Mhm. All right. I think I might have fixed it, but I'm not sure. So thank you for that.
See, everyone's been watching Healing Humanity live streams
Yeah.
24/7, huh? Or it seems like.
Well, he seems to be doing one every hour or two, you know. So
I know I started watching them because I don't watch those YouTubers often, so it's kind of introduced to some new people. I mentioned the other day that I never heard of Dave Mack, and I was like,
okay.
"Serious? What?" I'm like, I know it was like a couple months ago. After seeing him mentioned a bunch of times in the chat, I did a search, but a whole bunch of Dave Macks came up, and I was like, whatever. And I
Well,
didn't think much of it.
how are you spelling Mac?
Carnivore. And then I saw it. I'm like, okay. And then when I saw the
Okay.
guy, I'm like, nope, never seen this guy before in my life.
Yeah, he's done about 1,400 interviews. Yeah.
So, you said you interviewed him, Thomas? I didn't.
No, I was going to interview him, but then with the computer problem, I had to can't. Unfortunately, I had to postpone all my interviews. Amy's the first one that I have that we're attempting with the phone, but I, I'm still a little leery of really doing a lot of interviews from the phone. So I'm probably, I'm hoping this computer thing that I'm going to be doing is going to come into play, so I can start bringing him back again. But I actually had Dave Mack scheduled, and I had Russ Mitchell, Homesick Buckeye, scheduled as well. So I had a few people, plus other people too, and you've seen I interviewed like Kerry Mann and Adam Lacey and you, of course. So, I was lucky with you. I didn't actually freeze so much with you, but I just don't like it when I'm frozen and I'm doing a major interview, and excuse me. Yes, and I saw your interview, Amy, with Dave Mack. It was good. So, so Helen is asking, how long have you been carnivore, Gary?
Almost about the same amount of time as Thomas, right?
I'm going to be I'm going to actually be 9 months. It's September 1st. So yeah.
Right. You said January 1st. You made it easy for yourself to remember and
Yeah.
started. But you were on Mitch's community or lives before that, weren't you? Or no?
No. I don't think so. I mean,
No.
I might have been in the chats, but I don't think my channel opened up until, and that's what I really count is the channel.
Because I think about a year ago is when I discovered Mitch. I think it was early September, and then I started easing into it, and then decided that my birthday is October 7th, and that I would start it around my birthday.
Oh, okay.
And so October 7th last year, I guess I'll say, is when I started. But it took a little.
Yeah. I mean, I think I have it on my playlist. The first one I was ever a guest with Mitch. But I always thought that it was around January 1st because I had for Christmas, and I think I was supposed to go out for New Year's for my sister's house, but she canceled it. So I was like, hey, I might as well just do all meat then,
Yeah, and
So,
that's pretty much. I think after you came on, you were joking about you're talking about growing a beard for the first time or whatever.
yeah,
You weren't going to
yeah,
shave it for a while,
right.
and then
And
so I
unfortunately,
decided too. I think right after the beginning of the year that
yeah, I was going to say, unfortunately, I can't be as committed as you. And like, obviously, I shaved my beard now. I was growing it pretty
oh,
good.
I didn't notice.
Yeah.
Like crazy. Oh,
Yeah.
Thomas, you shaved.
Don't worry, it'll grow back. It always does.
So yeah, I never had a beard this long before in my life. If you look back, actually, if you go to Mitch's page, he's got member photos, whatever.
Right.
There's a picture of me with a morning coffee with Mitch coffee mug, and
Oh God.
that was right before I started just letting it go, and so I haven't really. I don't think I've trimmed it since then, since that photo. And then, I was like, yeah, I look like a homeless person in a home, but doesn't matter. I'm a hermit, home all the time, don't go anywhere. I did go to trip to Las Vegas with my son at the beginning of June this year, and that was the first time I really was out in public with just an unkept beard, just scraggly in
Oh,
place, and yeah, I was like, watching everyone else trying to impress everyone with their fashion statements and all that, and I'm just like black t-shirt, shorts, the whole freaking 10
oh God. So, um, Amy says in the chats here that her title for her interview made her sound like a drug addict. Is she talking about the title that I have for my next live with her? Is- I have to find out what interview she's talking about. Um, and Dustin is here. Keto Simple. Is he's shaving? Shaving is for my scalp, not my face. Good enough.
Hey, Keto Simple, the king of beards.
And, and Sadie says that she's a hermit, big time. And Lisa says so is she. Okay. Oh, the Dave Mack title. Okay. All right. I have to look and see. I didn't really notice the title on there, but yeah, I wouldn't doubt it.
Sandy, did
I,
you say on your birthday you were going out shopping, and then later you came home and you were sick? I was like, I don't even go to the store. I use Walmart delivery. And then anything else I'll need, I'll have either my wife or son pick it up.
right.
In fact, my car has been at my mechanic's house for almost a year now. It had a parasitic drain on the battery. So if it sat undriven for more than a day, I'd have to jump start it. And he doesn't normally do electrical diagnosis and whatnot. So I said, well, I'll leave it with you, and at your leisure, you can see what you can figure out. And now it's like going on a year now, and I'm like, I think I want my car back now, only because you know maybe maybe I will drive somewhere now.
Okay.
Thomas, I
Uh,
know one time you walked to the store. You walk to the store anymore?
I did that one time, but I had some stomach issues. That's the only reason why I didn't go all the way. Like I walked halfway. But no, I usually just get delivered. I order online, and then if I do go to the store, it's maybe once a month at the most. So
Yeah, since being on carnivore, it's like, I just need more bacon, more eggs.
yeah, I mean, I
Living
I
off
think I'm going to try again. Um, because I'm actually thinking of because I actually felt pretty good when I actually did. I'm going to either go Lion or at least BBB&E, but try that for just a little bit. But I need to get the food to have, and everything. Probably the BB&E because I just bought like a bunch of eggs and bacon, so I really can't do that with those things. There we go. I found it.
It's going, Rick. So bad alternator, huh? So my mechanic, he started. He was able to narrow it down to the fuse box because there's several fuse boxes in my car. And
Okay.
he narrowed it down to a circuit. He says, "Well, what's on that circuit or fuse box is the radio and the power trunk." And so he took a guess that it's probably the radio. I went on eBay and I found another head unit for like $150, and I was just like, "Well, for $150, yeah, let's give it a try." And he swapped it out, and no, that wasn't it. But then he said that he narrowed it down to, I thought, a fuse, but apparently that wasn't the case because I do remember going over there talking to him, and he says, "Yeah, I've had the fuse pulled, and for 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and then I put it back in, and your car started right up, so there was no drain." And I was like, "Oh, great!" And then, but he still couldn't figure out what was the cause on that circuit of that fuse. And so I just said to him, I'm like, "Well, wouldn't it be easier? How about I looked on Amazon and you can buy a fuse toggle switch. So it's basically, it looks like a fuse, whatever size you need. And then they have, 6 feet of wiring or whatever with a metal toggle switch that you can put that switch anywhere you want in the dash or whatever in the glove box." And I said, if you can't figure it out, I'm fine with when I park the car and I'm done for the day, to hit a toggle switch.
Mm-hmm.
Battery doesn't drain, but it doesn't. It just cuts the power to that fuse through that circuit, not the entire car. Because if you disconnect your battery, like your whole computer system in your car needs to like reboot and do some learning, I guess.
Right.
So you don't lose all that. And so I finally said that to him, and he's like, I went over there. He had my whole interior apart. I'm like, "Oh, geez, I hope you're better than me. I'm putting everything back together. Whenever I try taking something apart that extensive, there's always like parts left over. Things don't go back together like you want it to. Parts get broken, tabs, snaps, whatever." But anyways, I said to him, I'm like, "Well, just put it back together." Look, and he's like, "So what about that switch? We want to do that yet?" And he's like, "No, I don't think we can." I'm like, "Why not?" He's like, "Well, there's like 15 fuses on that circuit." I'm like, "Geez, I thought you narrowed it down to like one fuse." But he didn't.
Of course not. So
Carnivore talk.
So it looks like we got a few more people that joined us. We have Danny in Boston. He says hi to both you and me. So, hey, Danny, how you doing? And of course, our infamous major quack, Rick Charger Mopar, is here.
Good idea, Rick. Thermal camera.
And he said something about bad alternator in his van draining the battery. So, and then someone else I saw in the chats that was here. So oh, Kelly, Broken Carnivore. Hey, Kelly, how you doing? And Josephine. Oh, I'm missing a lot of people. It's morning for her, so I guess right now she's bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, whatever that means. And then we have some guy named Gary Noslow that's on here.
Is that
Sure who that is. Yeah, I'm not sure who that is, but you know.
And this other guy in Mitch's this morning, his name was Dipstick 111.
Yeah. I did not catch that. Okay. That's funny.
That was Sandy. Calling DS 111 Dipstick.
Oh, okay.
Dipstick, dipshit.
Sandy's funny. She can be.
Sandy and I have a good time.
Yeah.
She eggs me on, I think.
Yeah. But it's all good, right?
Yeah, try to keep it.
And we just got Aaron in the show. Booby Goats.
Aaron.
Speaking about in the show, if you guys want to come, if anybody wants to come on and just say hello to me and Gary, feel free. I won't be insulted or worried.
So Aaron, I just subscribed to your channel today, and then immediately updated my membership. So I'm now an official Booby Goater. And I saw your community post something about promoting your videos, but I didn't understand how to do that.
I wouldn't know how to do that either.
Some kind of new feature, she said, of YouTube, where you can, what was it, hyper promote? Or I don't know. Maybe she can explain it here in the chat.
Maybe.
I was going to do that for her. I saw that Kitchen Witch had replied and said that she did it, but I didn't know what it was that she did.
I'll take a look and see if I can. I'm actually still trying. Not still. I just found out today, so it's not like I've had my. But it looks like Miss Laugh-A-Lot's asking me to co-host a new thing with her for carnivore coaches and carnivore people in the community called Carnivore Club. But she wanted me to create the channel and everything, but I couldn't do it without making me the owner, and I'm not trying to be the owner, so I need to figure out how to convert it now to her, you know. And so I'm not really sure how to do that. So I never thought to do that. So it was never really my wheelhouse, you know.
Danny said the guy used to live in Massachusetts. Yeah, I got out of there in 1997.
Okay.
And at the time, I never paid any attention to politics or whatever. But since then, it seems to be quite the shit show. And I'm glad that I don't live there anymore. I still have friends, family back there. But I always hear like these freaking blue states and cities and how bad in Massachusetts is like right there behind New York, California, Colorado, and then I think it's Massachusetts. They're all grouped together as like the 4 worst blue states in the country that just have ridiculous politics. And they're all because of the city but the rest of the states are usually not crazy like that. But it's the big city that dictates the rest of the state. Anyways,
Yeah, Amy, it's not my lady laugh a lot. It's Miss laugh a lot. This particular person, her real name's Nikki.
don't see Peter around. Is he on his new job yet or
He
not?
might be. I don't know.
Training.
He might be.
He had me going where he said that in the chat on where was it? Maybe it was one of those Healing Humanity live streams. He mentioned how talking about mental health issues and yeah, I had asked like Peter, do you think it would cure gender dysphoria? And he said it did for me. I used to think of myself as Petunia. Like, you're joking, right?
It sounds like a joke, but you
Yeah,
never know.
I'm like 99% sure he was joking, but just in case that 1%, before I started busting his balls on it,
Right.
I'd feel really bad if it really was. And I was like, sorry, dude, dudette, whatever you call yourself.
So. Oh, okay.
So Danny in Boston is like heating costs gone up really bad in Massachusetts. I know. Thought I heard something like that. Or property taxes or whatever. Just living in general was getting to be. Or I saw recent statistics that Massachusetts was one of the top expensive states to live in. And like North Carolina is usually towards the bottom of that list.
Right.
Uh,
And where do you live exactly now again? Do you live in North Carolina or no?
Raleigh, North Carolina.
Oh,
Raleigh's
you do live in Cleveland.
the
Yeah,
capital.
I almost that close to moving to Asheboro, North Carolina.
Asheboro is another liberal shit show. You don't want to go. It's beautiful, but
Oh, I was only like 17 when I actually not even 17 yet. It's kind of a funny story. I actually what happened was my mom talked to some people over there, like a realtor, and she was going to go there to rent a place to get out of New Jersey. So we had nowhere to get there though. So I was like 16 and a half, like going to 17. And so I went to the local gas station and put a car for like $150 and then paid for insurance for like $10 for the car. You know, did not expect anything of it, but it got me, my sister, and my mom to North Carolina to check out the place, and we got home and we ended up like right on the outskirts of New Jersey, and the car crashed. So we had to call my uncle, and he picked us up and brought us the rest of the way home. But
so
it was like, okay, the car did what we got it to do. It took us to North Carolina and back. You know?
so you're Asheboro's in western North Carolina,
Right.
in the Blue Ridge Mountains, which is beautiful territory. There's the Blue
Oh
Ridge
yeah.
Parkway that goes, I think from Georgia through
Oh, it does.
western
It
North
does.
Carolina.
I actually lived when I was a kid. When I was really really young, I lived in Virginia, right behind the Blue Ridge Mountains. So, yeah. Matter of fact, my father used to. You're going to get a kick out of this. My father used to, at like a few months old, he used to put me on his back and go mountain climbing. Like he would put me in like a backpack, like a sack, and I'd be hanging, like watching, like as he's going up to the mountain, I'd be like watching going down.
Do you have any memories of that, or are you just from what he told you?
I don't really have. My mom told me about it, but I kind of sometimes wonder if that might be why I kind of have a fear of heights, or at least insecurity of heights, So I mean, it kind of explains things. Yeah.
I
Because it's
haven't
not
been.
really heights I'm afraid of. It's more like ladders and you know, like if I'm on a ladder, get the hell away from me. Do not go anywhere near me. Do not shake the ladder.
I'm not really afraid of heights. I'm just afraid of falling from heights.
That's that. I mean that's a general fear. That's a good. That's a pretty logical fear.
I visited the Grand Canyon when I went to Las Vegas in June with my son, and he's got the same fear as me. We were like at the overlook, getting the edge, and we were just like, you know, digging our nails into the railing, like, you just uneasy. I mean, it's so beautiful to see it, but it's like this uneasy feeling of like the only thing between me and like the bottom is this little railing. But that, yeah, that reminded me of my fear of falling from heights.
Mm. Yeah. Yeah. Sometimes we don't even know why we have these fears or these mental paralyzations, I guess you could call them.
And it's funny because sometimes, like, if something's just like crazy, I visited the top of the Empire State Building. Of course, you're pretty secure in that, but you're so high up, like you kind of lose that disconnect of falling. Like, for instance, I've been to the top of a 5-story building and looking down, and that was kind of like the from the ground, and you look up, and like that's no big deal. Get up 5 stories, and then you look down over the edge. That's scary. So it's like, you know, that's just enough to kill you when you fall, or
Yeah.
maybe not just, or maybe you might survive and be all messed up if you fell.
Right. I'm gonna say it might. Yeah. It might not necessarily kill you, but it definitely will um, alter your life in the extreme. So that's definitely. So we got Kurt just came on, Meathead, and then we also have Feral Grandma. She joined us, and then a brother of a certain age, um,
Tired Rick.
retired Rick is here, and Miss Laugh a Lot. She is actually here. Miss Laugh a Lot. Just what's your real name? Because I said it's hit in the email. I said Nikki, but was I wrong on that? You got a lot of people in the. Well, according to this, we only have 17 people here, but it feels. Oh, Nikki's correct. Okay.
So
So I don't know if you.
retired Rick, I see, didn't make the skunk board.
No, I don't know.
Congratulations. I mean, he said he caught a 10-pound fish fishing today.
Okay. So, Nikki, just to let you know, I sent you an email. In order for me to make you make you the owner of the channel that I created for you, I have to. I need an email address with a Google account. So I don't know if you have one already. If you could just let me know what that is. So we got a lot of people here today. So, and we have this many people here today. Can you imagine how many people we're going to have here when Amy gets interviewed? So,
See, Wendy's here. Hi, Wendy.
yeah, feral grandma. Yeah, so $7.99 for a porterhouse. That's not bad. I guess for £7.99 a pound.
I was saying before, I pretty much live off the meat I have in my freezer. I was pretty well stocked up, but I still have a lot of steaks in there that I bought when they were on sale for $7.99 a pound, $8.99 a pound. But
Oh, okay.
prices around here are few and far between. But actually, I saw today Harris Teeter has ribeye value packs for $8.99 a pound. So that's like they're they have two grades of meat at Harris Teeter. They have
Mm.
Harris Teeter Rancher line, and then they have one up from that. And when they go on sale, the price per pound difference is usually a dollar a pound. But I just always go with the cheapest. So I might actually get some of those at $8.99 a pound because, like I said, I haven't seen that price around here in months.
Oh, really? Yeah.
This year, I'm definitely when Thanksgiving and Christmas or New Year's come around. That's when they usually put rib roast on sale for something
Mm.
crazy low, like $6.99 or $7.99 a pound. I'm gonna spend hundreds of dollars and get 5 or 6 of them,
Okay.
put them in the freezer, and have those for a year rather than constantly looking for sale and whatnot. I still have a couple cuts from New Year's, the rib roast I cook. So I cook a whole rib roast, smoke it and whatnot, but really it's only me that eats it. Like prime rib is one of my favorite cuts. So
Mm.
I'll have like one or two steaks at the holiday, but then there's enough for another 4 or 5 pieces. So I cut them up, vacuum seal each one, and then about every month and a half, 2 months or so, I'll enjoy a prime rib at home steak. And the ones that
That sounds good.
I cut them myself, they're nice and thick, and
Yeah.
they're much bigger than the normal steaks I have in my freezer.
That's cool. Yeah, I have a birthday coming up, so I kind of want to get something that's a little bit better than what I normally get. So, um,
I want to start
just
eating more
you want to
fatty.
start doing.
So chuck roast. I saw that video from Kerry Mann or whatever, a short, where he's like, take your rib roast out of the package, not rib roast, chuck roast, throw it in the crock pot, 8 hours, leave it. You didn't add any water, nothing.
Right, just use the juices. Yeah.
And it's juices and ready to eat. And I'm like, my wife used to like cook it. She'd be spending hours cutting up all the vegetables to go with it and all, a whole array of seasonings to go in it and constantly tasting it and stirring it and whatever. And yeah, it was delicious when it came out. But I tell you what, not doing any of that and just meat and salt at the end,
Hmm.
like this is just as good in my opinion. Now I've been carnivore, I've weaned off of spices, and kind of funny because just last year I bought this. I took it upon myself. I bought this really nice spice rack, that has all the glass bottles where in labels you can put on them, and I spent hours like sorting through spices and filling up all those glass jars and arranging them in alphabetical order and all that, only to like finally got everything nice and organized, and now I'm like ready to throw it all away. Don't need it.
No.
Mitch,
All right.
simplifying his kitchen. Got it pretty streamlined. Like, yeah, I hear you, man. I've been working the past few months actually purging out my kitchen for the probably the past 5 to 7 years. When things were when Biden was president and things were looking really sketchy and food shortages and all that were happening. I really started stocking up on food supplies and whatnot, and now all that's kind of like come and gone, and all the food I've stockpiled that's beyond the expiration date, and it's all duck food mostly, except for Spam. I love Spam, so that was like the best. But and tuna, everything else, and like can't give it to the food bank because it's expired. I hate to throw it away, but I tell my wife, I'm like, because she's not ready to go carnivore anytime soon. She loves all that crap. I'm like, eat it. All these vegetables, and like, I don't realize I had all these frozen vegetables in my freezer. I'm like, these frozen vegetables that cost nothing. It's like here's a 2 pound bag of frozen corn that I probably paid $2 for. You know what I mean? And it's like, but I've been paying freezer space to save it for years. Oh, man, this is so stupid. That needs to be. Those freezers need to be filled with solid meat. And so, yeah, I've been right now my dining room table. I put everything. We never use the dining room table, so I just put everything that's got to go on this table. And I said to my wife, I'm like, here, give it away. My daughter moved out this year, a few months ago. I know she's probably could use some of that food to save money, make ends meet. Take it, get it out of here. And I had every single kitchen gadget and devices and all that. And I got racks in the eating kitchen area has been converted into a huge open storage rack, and then a huge double fridge in addition to the fridge that's already in the kitchen. And so my dream was to get the big huge sub-zero refrigerator that you see on like movie stars have. It's like, holy crap, okay, I'd love to have a refrigerator that big. But yeah, now you're on carnivore. Like, you don't need much fridge at all. I got a freezer chest in the garage. That's pretty big. And 2 freezers in the house and 2 refrigerators in the house. So, and then 3 mini fridges throughout the house. But the mini fridges are mostly for drinks.
It's funny, like cabinet wise, you're right. You don't really need that much cabinet space because most of your stuff is either in the freezer or it's in the refrigerator. Like right now, I have to defrost my food because it just doesn't cook right frozen. My air fryer kind of like had to get buried, so I had to get a new air fryer. It kind of died, so I had to get a new air fryer, which is fine. I have my skillets and stuff like that, but the food just doesn't cook as fast frozen in the air fryer.
I have a 36-inch Blackstone that I bought maybe 2 years ago,
Okay.
I started watching all the YouTube videos and how to make stir fries and fried rice and all the breakfast with pancakes and sausages and all that. It was
Yeah.
great for that, and I
Before BC, before carnivore. Yeah.
enjoyed that being outside cooking and all that. The only thing I didn't like about it was I had to get propane tanks. And my
Okay.
other grill, my gas grill that I have, is wired to the gas supply, so you never have to go. And so that's really the main reason I don't use the Blackstone anymore, is because my tank fell low and it's about to ready to run out any time, and I'm a hermit. I don't want to leave the house, go anywhere, and it's not cheap either. It's like
Yeah.
$65 for a tank, whatever, and when I don't need it, and I have a gas cooktop in the house, and I've I told you I had every kind of pot, pan, kitchen gadget you can think of, and I had this all-clad Teflon pan that I never used. I had bought it like so many other things. I'd buy. Oh, watch a cooking video and like, oh, look at that gadget, pan, whatever. I got to get one of those, and I would get it and then like not use it. So I got all this crap stacked up everywhere, taking up spaces and racks. But I saw that pan, that all clad pan. I was like, let me see that. I put it on my gas top, and it spans across two of the burners on one side. And actually, there's an indentation of that pan around the perimeter of it. So all the grease falls into the edge trough around this pan, and it actually sits perfectly on the cast iron grates of my cooktop. And so now it turns half my cooktop into essentially a flat top cooking. And then I tried that for cooking bacon. I was doing it like Mitch in a big 12-inch fry pan, and it's round and the bacon strips are long. It doesn't always work. And now using that thing, it's perfect. It's a big rectangle flat top. 1 pound of bacon lays out just about perfectly in the pan. And then after the bacon's done cooking, nice big area to throw a whole bunch of eggs. And then I splash the bacon grease from the side troughs that it collects in onto the cooking area and the eggs while they cook. And I'm like, yeah, this is better than the Blackstone, because the Blackstone, it's tilted towards the back, and the very back center is where all your grease strippings go. And then you have a grease catch in the back. And the way I have it set up on my screen porch, that catches, I have to pull out the whole flat top to get to the grease trough. So it seemed like, well, that would be a good way to collect bacon grease, but no, it's so much easier in the house now with that pan. After I'm done cooking, I drain it into that fat catcher that Mitch shows.
Oh, okay.
And yeah, and like I said, I don't have to worry about propane tanks, or nothing worse than accidentally leaving a burner on your propane tank and realize that like you go back out there later, oh, there goes $60.
So, okay, so I'm going to go back into the chats real quick. So Danny is asking me how I'm doing lately. I've been having my ons and offs, having the computer issues and stuff like that I've talked about many times. So, but I think things are being solved with that. So, in that particular case, I'm doing okay. I'm feeling all right. I did a walk around the track today. I did have a lot of pain, but I still walked around the track even with the pain and everything. Um, and it made my sugars go up a little higher. I think every time like my nerves hit my leg in an immense way, I think the sugars go higher. And it's funny. I think the higher sugars make my pain even worse. So it's like I'm like a catch-22. But yeah, no, I'm doing pretty well. And it also looks like
Hey, CB.
CB is asking where I'm at because he didn't realize I shaved. So yeah, CB's a funny guy.
CB rocks, man.
Yeah. The only thing is he didn't put in the thing. He was joking. So how was I able to tell?
Maybe he wasn't.
Yeah, no, I'm doing very well, Danny. I mean, the fact that I'm able to have Gary on right now, and the fact I'm able to interview Amy on Tuesday for my phone of all things is, I mean, there are still some things that are a little problematic, by using the phone. You don't have like full control. So I'm hoping to be able to get that computer, but I doubt I'll be able to get it by Tuesday. Maybe by next week, but not by Tuesday. Yeah, I'm pretty excited too, Amy. And I know we're gonna like rock the house. So
Can't believe I was able to get up for Mitch's live streams every day this week. Now I
well, do you usually are you usually with kilts too or no?
no, although I for the first time I think in the past month or so, I'll occasionally wake up early and then see that it's on and try to well, everyone watches this guy. Let's check it out. And of course, I see all the misfits on there, and so usually, like I wake up in the morning, and I'll look like, what time is it? And if he's on, I'm like, okay, I'll turn the TV on in bed, and
Right.
kind of like what Terry Sue does. She says she like wake up, put it on, and then falls asleep. She used to come on to morning coffee with Mitch, and she would be like, I fell asleep. Did I win anything on Kilty? I was like, oh, he gives away a prize. So now you see me. It's like I usually wake up about quarter to 7.
just,
Just enough time to
just put in #AMT, right?
and then say hi to Sandy. And oh my god, like don't make.
But I mean, I think Mitch likes how it's like right after Kilts his show now. But I kind of think it would be kind of cool because you still have to kind of like put Mitch on like a separate tab or something like that and just go over to him. Where I think it'd be kind of cool if it just kind of like went over to him, like like you're watching Kilts, and then once Kilts is done, then it just kind of goes over to that spot.
Kilts goes longer and Mitch starts his live.
Right.
Kilts is finally in, say it ends like 7:10. He could use that YouTube live redirect and redirect all his viewers into his
over to Mitch.
when he shuts down, they're automatically dropped into his chat. Now Mitch says, well, a lot of people are, not fans of me. And but that's something to do like Kilts could do once in a while. Just like,
right. Well, you know what? I mean, I think you kind of hit the nail on the head right now. Think about it. Mitch is on right at 7. You know what I'm saying? Like he's on the dot. Like he's like me in that way. Like I try not to be late or early. I try to go right on the dot, and that's Mitch. He counts it down to the exact second. Where Kilts is more of a free thinker. Kilts is more of like a, well, I like to do an hour, but if it goes 5 minutes over, it goes 5 minutes over. Like he's not really thinking too much about when he's ending. So he's not rigid like that. And I think
I haven't seen this done in the carnivore community on YouTube. Is one live stream dropping their viewers into someone else's live stream? Now, the
Right.
reason I know about this is there's a non-carnivore channel that I watch, and they would always do that. They would be like, they would get someone from the chat. It's like so and so streaming right now, and a lot of time they would be like a gamer YouTube, like someone who doesn't have a lot of viewers or whatnot, and the person will be like gaming and live streaming at the same time, and then all of a sudden he sees like hundreds of people show up into his chat all of a sudden, and then they're like, "Oh, what just happened there? Oh, thank you so and so for bringing all this traffic to my website." Whether you
Yeah.
want to stick around. I never stuck around. It's like, all right, it went over. I have no interest in watching a YouTube gamer. But I
Right.
thought that was
Well,
like, oh, how'd he do that? Or I'd wake up later and I'm like, why is YouTube still going? Did I leave it on? I thought I turned autoplay off. I hated that with YouTube, where it just automatically picked another video for you to watch.
right.
Because a lot of times
Yeah. Sometimes that's nothing to do with what you normally watch either. That makes it even worse.
I'll fall
So
asleep.
Amy is kind of answering. Amy's kind of answering our topic. She says Mitch has to give them permission to do it. So I guess Mitch would have to give them permission to switch from them to him. But
Yeah.
I thought that that's what Mitch kind of wanted to have done. So if he hasn't given them permission, then that's kind of weird,
But I think the smaller channels like Amy's channel and Booby Goats
in
and,
mine.
and you guys are always almost trading off, or it's like, or I'm going to sign off because everyone's going live, and
Right.
you do that. It's like, well, I'm getting off, but I see that so and so is streaming live right now, so I'm gonna hand off to them, and that
Right.
you
Yeah,
might.
but that's more verbal. That's not actually. It's not me like actually switching you guys over to their channel or vice versa. It's just me saying, "Oh, Erin's on right now. I'm going to go join her." So I mean, you still have to find it yourself.
You just saying I'm done with my stream. So rather than cut, I got 50 people watching me live right now, and I'm ending it. Well, rather than just cutting off 50 people, you're like, well,
Right.
maybe you guys
Oh,
would like this. If you don't know about this other carnivore channel, here I'll send you over. You don't like
right.
it?
That'd be cool if we could do that, and I'm just saying, like, whenever I see a channel or something like that, I just kind of go over. I don't like. It's like
Right.
everybody for themselves. I don't really.
As you know,
You don't go over. You don't go over.
there's a lot of technically challenged people out there, Thomas, in case you didn't know that are on YouTube or watching. And
Yeah, I'm one of them.
There's a lot of people watching, and so I'm just saying that, hey, you automatically dump me somewhere else.
Yeah.
You'll check it out until you're either interested or not interested, right?
A lot of people will be like, "Where am I? I can't find it."
But that's what I hate about YouTube autoplay is I'll watch. A lot of times I fall asleep at night watching YouTube, and then it had autoplay on. It'll literally play all night long, and then it'll have consumed my entire feed of suggested videos that I probably would have wanted watched because it already played them while I was sleeping and I didn't know about it. So I was like, man, I'd have to go back to my history. All right, what was played while I was sleeping that I actually want to go back and watch? And then I realized, well, just turn that feature off and not worry about it.
You're right. Yeah, Amy says something that you would have to click the redirect link that she thinks. But the redirect link from what, my streaming channel, or from YouTube?
Well, Thomas, I Googled it and it gives you pretty much like a step-by-step recipe of how to do it. But it's called live redirect is what Google calls it. So if you Google, how do I live direct on YouTube, and it'll give you step-by-step instructions.
Okay, I'll do that later on because I mean I don't want to get off onto too many tabs, but and right now I don't really have anybody that I'd be redirecting it to right now, so it's not very common. So I mean, I guess if I went right down to the wire, I guess I could do that. But I mean, even when I like stop my live stream to see Aaron, usually it's like still like a half an hour left before Aaron's on. You know, so um, but yeah, that'd be kind of cool. You know, I mean, I mean, even Mitch sort of takes a break though. I mean, that's why he has off on Saturdays because he takes a break for Rick. You know, I mean, at least that's what he says. I don't know if that's actually true or not, but I mean. I think the guy just deserves a break. Never mind if it's Rick or not. You know.
I think it's really because he's a big fan of Rick, and
Yeah.
although he doesn't admit it, he's there watching every Saturday.
Yeah. I mean, he's probably watching somewhat here too. I mean, I don't know if he's watching right now, but I know he's been on here before, Mitch. So.
Hey, Mitch, if you're out there,
Yeah. I mean, Mitch is a class act. He really is. He's, you know, like there's a reason why we're all Mitch Fits. So,
I've said before, he's the one that's really convinced me to try carnivore. I'm aware of carnivore for at least a good year before I started. There's some other YouTubers that I watched that actually went and did it, and then I saw their progress, and they were non-carnivore channels, and so it's kind of interesting that there's only a handful of channels that I watch before carnivore, and several of those channel hosts went and tried carnivore.
mm,
Like, that's interesting.
yeah. Yeah, Sandy says he's a gentleman, but he's grouchy sometimes too. Well, yeah. I mean, aren't most people his age grouchy though? Not to be mean,
I'm grouchier every day. I'm
but
going to be 56. I mean, man, I can't imagine how grouchy I'm going to be when I get to be Mitch's age.
right. Isn't it like sort of like the okay, what you would call it? Like I'm trying to think of the name of it, you know, like his God given right to be grouchy. Like the older you get, you know, it's like I worked hard to be that.
My dad's favorite expression was, "Yeah." And so once in a
Yeah.
while, that'll come out of me. "Ah." I'll be like father, like son.
Or like the skit from Saturday Night Live. In my day, we had one shoe for the 2 feet. You had a hop.
Was there another skit that went something like, remember this? Remember that?
Yeah.
Or maybe that was a different show.
Yeah, I'm not really sure. There might have been. You know, there's so many skits on Saturday Night Live. It's hard to keep up with all of them.
Yeah.
But the old man skit is always like in my day. Oh, and go back, Amy. You are absolutely right. It does make you look like a drug dealer, from morphine to meat.
Well, Amy, you hide it well.
Yes, you do not look anything like a drug dealer. No,
Well, she says she's grouchy at 49.
that's not grouchy. Wait until you get to like 50.
I find myself like, I do want to say, get off my lawn. I
So
hate. I sit here in my office and I look out the window. There's always someone like watching your dog, and I like them. You know, it's like, oh, here's a nice lawn to take a dump on or pee on, and
right.
then afterwards, a few days later, there's a nice big yellow spot. Thanks for that. I'm like, you know, like, what's the matter? Your dog doesn't like peeing in your own lawn? I understand you can take your dog for a walk, but you know what? Walk around your own yard until he poops and pees, then walk the neighborhood, okay?
Yeah, exactly.
And at one point, I was yelling out my window like people. Like, you know, thank you for that. Not. I said, you want to come back later and patch that spot on for me? Thank you. People look at me like, oh, the nerve of him saying something. Like, F you, get off my lawn.
Like how dare he do that? You know?
Yeah. I was just like, yep, grumpy old man.
Why isn't it? I'm testing something out right now because that's what this whole thing is for, right?
Yep.
From seeing.
Hey, welcome offline.
Oh, I just got what you're saying. That's not working. I was trying to download an image, but for some reason, I'm able to put it in, but it just doesn't show anything. So I'll try one more time.
Sandy, you should see pictures from a few years ago when I was really into like buying expensive fertilizers and whatnot, and and I won yard of the month one year in the neighborhood. Didn't realize it though. Like I've been taking the walks through the neighborhood recently, and I'm like, damn, there's a lot of nicer ones in this neighborhood. I always thought mine was good. I'm like, damn, look at this one, look at that one, look at the, you know. So I kind of like gave it up. I'm not going to try to keep up with the Joneses. If I want to see beautiful landscaping now, I'll take a walk through the neighborhood because it's one of those, HOA golf course communities. So everyone's has pretty nice landscaped lawns.
Okay. Sandy says you have a beautiful lawn. So
That's what I'm saying.
that explains it.
Posted for her request, and retired Rick, he had.
Ooh, Gary, I'm so sorry. I just put you off the just kicked you off. There we go. Sorry about that, Gary.
Hey, which live stream am I on now? Oh yeah,
What-
that's Thomas. I almost didn't recognize you without the beard, man.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, while you were gone, I shaved.
Oh, didn't notice.
Yeah, I think it would be more shocking because I've shaved before, so people have seen my face before. So
Like I said, I'm afraid to see what I look like underneath. It's been a while.
yeah, because you don't realize some of the changes that have occurred. You know.
Yeah, I know. I always had the goatee and whatnot. And I remember one time I shaved my goatee off, and I was like, "Whoa, never again." I was like,
Right.
I think before I shaved, last time I shaved, I remember having a chin. I didn't remember like 4 chins. So we'll just leave that goatee in place.
Yeah. Well, I thought about like shaving just the just doing a goatee, but I don't know. Maybe someday. I used to have one years ago. I used to have this like big mole on the side of my face. That's kind of why I had a beard for such a long time. So now it's like I don't have it anymore because everybody kept on telling me like, it could be cancer. You could have cancer. You could have cancer. I'm like, so I got checked and they removed it and they're like, nope, it wasn't cancer. I'm like, oh, okay.
I have a big lump on my skull right here, which is some kind of mole or whatever. When I get
Right.
cuts, the barber would always like comb it or hit it and be, oh, I'm sorry. And I'm like, well, I didn't really feel it, but that's kind of, I thought about shaving my head. I'm like, yeah, but I got this big ugly thing right here. I don't know if I want to expose
Show that off. Right. Yeah,
it.
I had something. I don't know if I still have it or not. It's gone now. But I did have something similar, like a scab or something like that in the back of my head. And when I got my hair cut last, the barber's like she just like cut it, like nicked it right off. I was like, ow. Like that was pleasant. Thank you. So
I was wondering if I cut it off myself, would it come back?
I can't answer that. Yeah.
Maybe is it autophagy or whatever? If I fasted long enough, would my body eat it for like nutrients or something?
Oh, maybe. You can never tell.
Speaking of fasting, I haven't done one in a while,
Okay.
and I see.
Yeah,
I did
I
one.
was gonna fast like a couple days ago, but then I was working. Like I know it sounds crazy. Like I do when I fast. I don't know about any of you guys, but when I fast, I do fast better when I'm actually busy. But I don't like fasting when I'm working because just in case. So so I'm kind of so I'm actually going to be off for the next like 3-4 days. I have to like take a look and see. But I figured that'd be the perfect opportunity for me to actually fast because I'm not working. I don't have to worry about like passing out or anything like that. I guess I still have a slight fear of like working like too hard for my fast.
I just
So
finished up. I had a pound of hamburger thawed out, and then I had a big 2.5 pound package of bacon that I finished off today. And so now there's like really nothing in the fridge that I got to go through and eat. So
okay,
maybe I'll maybe I'll fast for the next week or so. And I hear like Kelsey, there's that one lady says she does a 40-day fast every year, and like it's no big thing. And then Kelsey's talking about doing it for what, 3 weeks, 4 weeks. Same thing.
yeah. Actually, you know what? While we're talking,
So I was always concerned, like, you know, how long should I go? There's that stupid adage they say, 3 minutes without oxygen, 3 days without water, or 3 weeks without food, and you're dead on any of those. And I was like, no, people fast for 3 weeks all the time and are just fine. I guess if you're a carb addict and if you don't eat in 3 weeks, you might feel like you're gonna die.
right?
But and then you research it and they say, oh, be careful how you break your fast. You know, ease back into it, eat eggs or whatever. And it's like the first time I did it, I did like 7 days, and it was fine. I stopped it because I was just concerned, like, yeah, I feel fine, but am I gonna all of a sudden pass out of the blue? And then the next time I did it, I think it was like 11 days. And yeah, really after the first day or two, I was fine. I was still cooking meals for the family and stuff like that, and had no interest in taking a bite or taste or anything. I'm like, I got so much fat to live off of. I could I could do a lot better than someone like Kilt's who's skinny as heck and he does it for what
Mm.
something days.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, yeah. That I don't know. I don't know how Kilts does it either, but yeah. I mean, I probably could do it. I don't know. I'm just,
Right.
you know, you just get a little leery of working. So I figure I'm going to work tomorrow, and then I'm off. I'm looking at the calendar right now. I think the next day I'm working is on the 4th. So I could fast from Sunday to the 3rd, like throughout the 3rd. And as for my busyness, I could, because I actually get paid. I get I get one pay for my food, and I get pay from my disability. So usually what I do is I wait for the disability, and I'll get 2 sets of groceries. I get one set that I just get delivered. I don't need any money for. I just do it in my EBT card, which is on the 2nd, and then and then with the money I have, I take an Uber to the local ShopRite and get my steaks and stuff, because they charge so much extra to have delivered for like anything weighted, like steaks and pork chops and stuff. So that's usually how I do it. But I could actually do, because you were asking me before about it. I could actually walk to the store on, you know, which I think I'll be able to do, because I can do it calmly, and you know, and I haven't had any stomach issues in at least a week or two, so I think I should be able to make it. Uh, Sorry, little outside thought while I'm. So, did you have any plans for Labor Day besides having off?
Me?
Yeah.
I already told you I'm gonna go to the pool 3 days in a row.
Oh, you did say that. You did say that. Yeah. I didn't know if you had any other thing like with family or anything like that. You know.
I got to mow the backyard. That doesn't have to
Okay.
be front yards once a week. I got to mow it. The backyard I can do like maybe once every 2 weeks.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, that's one good thing, I guess, is I don't have
You have to worry about
I don't
one.
have a yard. What? Well, I live in an apartment, so my yard is owned by the landlord, and it's their responsibility to mow it or do whatever they need to do. You know,
Right.
and I'd say about at least 95% of it is all pavement anyway, so there's not really much for them to cut.
I I can't see paying someone to do something that I can very well just do myself.
Oh yeah,
And also, it's like uh, get a gym membership or whatever and all that. It's like, or how about I just do yard work every day? You know, and a family member are like, that's not exercise though. I'm like, yeah, well, you go out and do it then. Yeah, that never happens. So actually, being in an HOA, you do have to keep your lawn mowed, or you'll get a
I never I know what HOA stands for, but I just never. I mean, my grandparents owned their own home, and there was never an HOA that told them how to keep their yard or anything like that.
fact of the matter is they don't like everything is built now in subdivisions, at least around the Research Triangle Park area of North Carolina.
Right.
And so unless you're gonna go into an older neighborhood, Yeah, it's hard to find a house for sale that's not in an HOA. But
Right.
luckily for me, I mean, I hear stories like in Florida, HOAs, California, where you're paying like 400, 800 a month for your HOA fee. And compared to that, I pay next to nothing. I mean, I have to pay $250 every 6 months for the HOA fee. And I mean, now I'm starting to use the community pool. So, I mean, but prior to that, I'm like, what the heck am I paying for? They like tennis court, playground, and not even any walking trails or whatever. It's on a golf course, but technically you're not supposed to walk anywhere on the golf course grounds.
Oh, really?
Uh,
Yeah.
I was like, man, I wish I used to play tennis in my 20s and into my 30s. Tennis and racquetball were my favorite things. Um, Now I'm on carnivore again. I'm thinking, like, I never thought I'd play tennis again. And I'm seeing they just resurfaced the tennis courts here. It's right next to the pool.
Okay.
It looks perfect, but you need to have a partner.
Yeah, tennis is a little hard to play unless you like. I guess unless you play against the wall. But
Yeah, when I lived in West Virginia, I lived in an apartment that had a racquetball court. And when I
okay.
moved there, and I was from Massachusetts, I didn't have any friends or didn't know anyone. Moved into an apartment building, and I had nothing to do. So every night, and this was funny. This was before when I first got the apartment, I didn't have a TV, didn't have cable, didn't even have a lamp in the bedroom. And so I'm like, I'm
Dark
just
Ages.
waiting for the sun to go down so I go to sleep. I started just going into the racquetball court and just hitting the ball off the wall by myself. I would do that for 2, 3 hours at a time until it was dark, and then I'd go home, go to bed. And I mean, it got my racquetball skills and pretty good for a while. And then I made some friends, started playing with coworkers, invited them to come over and play. And I was
Right.
always heavy, and there was this one guy at work who was Mr. Joe Athlete. He was a jack of all sports. He played everything, and he was fit and all that, and he was tall. And I'm like, "Hey, you play racquetball?" He's like, "Yeah, I play racquetball." I'm like, "Come on over, I play." And he was, like I said, a really good athlete, but
Right.
we would have some good matches. It was you know skill versus athleticism, really. And yeah, I would uh, I would beat him, about 50-50. We were we were was we were equally matched, if you will. I did organize at one point with coworkers racquetball league. I
Okay.
found 8 of us that would play, and I said, you just got to commit to one day a week, one game a week, and then organize that, and I would give them access to the court and play, and it came down to me and that super athletic dude, and played, and pretty sure I won. It was a close match, but I ended up winning. It was fun. I miss racquetball. I haven't played racquetball, and the last time I played racquetball was maybe 15 years ago.
Mm. Well, a lot longer than me because
Or,
last time I played racquetball is I don't know if I ever played racquetball. So I probably have. Yeah.
it's you know being overweight, I owe a lot of my joint pain that I was experiencing later in life. And the
Mm.
other thing I liked was golfing, and I always walk. And I remember playing this one course a lot, and it was just very hilly, and then walk up and down in the hills, and wasn't a good golfer, so I really got more walking done than a normal player would, chasing my ball around. And then I'd have my ankles would be sore, but I'd be like, uh, no pain, no gain, right? Keep doing
Yeah.
it. And then I think so a lot of playing tennis, racquetball, and golfing explained a lot of my knee and ankle pain, which now is virtually gone away since carnivore. So that's awesome.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
All right,
Just
oh
checking
no,
some things out.
here. So apparently, Sandy put the word out. What? Gary's got a YouTube channel? So then Amy went and subscribed.
Who has a YouTube channel?
Me? I mean, like I said, how does that work? When you sign up for YouTube, do you automatically get a channel? Here's what happened with me. I remember getting a smartphone back in, it was the first Android phone. And then at some point, it's like, oh, YouTube, you can upload your videos to YouTube, thinking that, yeah, just for me. These are videos for me that I can store online. So I went and uploaded a video or two from my phone, not even realizing they were technically available to the public. And so I had this one video of my cats well, actually, that was right after I moved into this house. So that was about 10 years ago that this happened. So it was actually a few years after I got my first smartphone. Anyways, so I just did a test. I'm like, let me try uploading this to YouTube. I think I uploaded it to YouTube so I could share it with my family members, right? And it went up there. And then I did another one of a video just because I wanted to watch it on TV. It was this driving video of a trip I took with my wife, and we went on the Tail of the Dragon, curvy 11-mile stretch of road in the out in the Blue Ridge Mountains. And it's real popular with motorcycle drivers, sport car driver. Um, anyways, my wife was driving, and I filmed it, and so I had uploaded that video. It's not very exciting. We weren't in a sports car or anything doing it. It was just interesting to see how twisty and curvy this road is. And so, anyways, those two videos have been sitting there on YouTube for 10 years, and like I said, I didn't realize that they were actually available to the public. And then I found out Retired Rick had a channel. I went over to his channel, and then I subscribed. And then like a day later, I saw that he subscribed to my channel. I was like, what? I'm like, oh. So now he's like, well, if he wants to see this video from 10 years ago, and so I'm like, I wasn't planning on having a YouTube channel. I don't have anything really.
Right.
And then I think Sandy mentioned something like, "Why don't you put it?" Or she's like, "I saw you had a channel or something like that." I'm like, "Well, I guess I need to put something out there then, don't I?" And so I put a video out there just mostly for Sandy's viewing.
Right. Yeah, I'm actually looking at your channel right now. I just subscribed, so I didn't realize you had a channel either.
Hey, play the cat
You got some videos on here. What was that?
I said play the cat video. It's a good one.
I was, but unfortunately, the phone. I just tried to do it on here to put it on here, and it says that my phone won't do that type of media. Like I can't like transfer it.
Oh, okay.
So next time, just keep that in mind, and then when I get my new computer, I should be able to do it. So we'll do it from there.
So now I guess I got a few new subscribers. Well, at least Amy did.
You have
Hey,
7.
what do you do that for? Now I really feel like I need to put something out there. So probably this weekend, maybe I'll go look through all my. Since now, I have YouTube's unlimited storage plan, and so I have, and they came out with Google Photos, which includes video as well. So any kind of photos or video you take on your cell phone are automatically uploaded to your Google Photos account, which is private unless you want to share something. So I probably have a lot of video clips that I could just take from my Photos account and just upload them to YouTube and put them out there. But I'm not interested in getting into video editing or anything like that.
Right. You
Like,
just want something.
yeah,
Well, I mean, my channel just started out to be like just for me to tell my story, just like edit, like a journal almost, you know.
exactly.
And
And it's just like Instagram. The only reason I did Instagram was um, I had like a couple of my sisters following me, and I moved to North Carolina, and yeah, I moved into a house and I started doing yard work, and so it was mostly just for me to post progress of me doing things around the house, yard, and posting those pictures, and then it would only be my sisters commenting on them usually because they're the only ones watching, following me, and then I stopped doing Instagram
okay.
a couple of years
Yeah,
ago. So I have an
yeah.
Instagram channel, but I don't post to there.
Yeah, I mean, it's actually pretty easy to get to other people's channels. You just basically, if they're in a chat, just click over their name, and then a menu will pop up,
Yeah, but
and
that,
it says all these different things, and one of it says go to channel. So I just actually just went to yours, and I actually went to Sandy's, and she has
that's because you're hosting though. Because if I
you
click
know.
on someone in the chat, I just get report or block.
Well, do you click on the 3 dots on the chat, or do you click on the name?
Either. Same thing, report or block. Those are the two options I get.
Oh,
Like I
really?
get blocking key to Amy, report or block.
Oh, okay. Well, then maybe it's only me that can do it. All right.
See Mitch do it too, but of course he's the host of the video when he does it.
Right. And I'm sure Amy can do it when she's a host, and Aaron can do it when she's a host. And if you're a host on your channel, you'd be able to do it. You know, probably how you would be able to do it too on my channel is if I actually made you a moderator, like, or something.
Otherwise, obviously, is you look at the name in chat, and if you go to YouTube and you search on that name exactly, it'll
Oh
take.
yeah, you could just do it that way too. Just, I mean, I'm sure you could actually do a copy and paste too, so it's easier for you. Just like highlight it, copy it, then paste it over to the search menu. I'm sure you could do that.
Right, and then, there's a lot of people in our community that realize they had their own channels. It's like retired Rick. I think I saw Lori saying, "Oh, I love watching retired Rick's video and listening to his accent or whatever," and I'm like, "Oh, he has a channel." I didn't even know what he looked like, so I went over there into his channel just to see who he was. And I was
Yeah.
like, "Oh, he's
Yeah.
actually
Yeah, Erin actually introduced me to his channel, Erin Booby Goats. She says she watches him all the time. So I was like,
Yeah,
hey, I'll
so,
check it
so
out.
I subscribed, and then I was
There you
gifted
go.
a membership to his site, and so then his videos started popping up in my feed, and then I saw he does a weekly live hump day every Wednesday night. And
Yep.
so the past month or so I've been popping into that. And then I see Sandy and Lori come in, now Amy. So yeah, another
And actually, Sandy, I saw your channel. I just visited it, and it's weird how no offense, but it's weird how you have like 47 subscribers and Gary only has 7, and yet he's put
that's
out
like
more content than you.
no, that's like I think the last I checked, I think it was just Rick and Sandy. Retired Rick and Sandy were my only 2 subscribers. Yeah,
Well, now you have 7.
I'll have to
So
go back and look. And then
I
so
mean,
that's
I think you now have 7. Let me refresh it again.
you have to
I mean, unless some people just joined from here that. Oh, you have 8. Somebody else joined in. Somebody else subscribed to you. He's after me.
well shit. Now I feel obliged to like put something out there. Like I said, I don't
Oh,
want
Don just did it.
so it's got to just be one cut take, and like that's why Instagram was so easy to do. I mean, you could post like what up to a minute clip or something like that.
Yeah.
Great. I would post. I got some clips of me grilling some steak sizzling on the grill and showing off, foodie type stuff. That oh wow, this looks great. Let me take a picture of it and put it on Instagram for my sister to say, oh, that looks great. And then you just think about it. It's like Instagram's stupid.
Yeah.
But
Well, what's funny is the shorts that I do, the ones with the music, I can't do any. You have to do it under a minute. Like it has to be like 59 minutes, like 59 seconds, no longer. Like, and that's complete.
YouTube,
In order for YouTube to add music, because if you ever heard the music on YouTube for the regular videos that you don't get like penalized for,
right.
it's sad. It's sad. It really is. But it's to make more money because obviously for a little extra money you could get better music. But
So was YouTube Shorts YouTube's response to the popularity of Instagram and maybe TikTok, and they want to become more competitive with that and not miss out?
um, yeah, I believe so. Yeah, I mean I know the shorts now can be a little bit longer. But they still have it where you can't really download the music unless it's only 59 seconds or less.
So
So it's kind of weird.
call it like maybe short sometimes.
Yeah. Like I think the shorts now go at least up to 5 minutes, but they're like talking videos. They're not.
Our shorts are longer than theirs. That would be a good marketing strategy for YouTube.
Yeah. Our shorts are long.
So yeah, I did post a short. I did try that just to see if it was any
Yeah,
easier
I saw.
actually doing a YouTube video and all that. What I thought it was weird about YouTube, I don't know, I I have to do it from my phone because that's only where my video is. Or if it's from Photos, Google Photos doesn't have a direct link to YouTube. So if you have a video that automatically uploaded from your phone on Photos and want to post it on YouTube, I have to download it to my phone and then upload it to YouTube.
Right.
You just go put this over to my YouTube account. I guess not unless
Well,
I'm
it's kind of weird, and this is going to shock everybody, but I just got like an email or something like that. I forget what it was, saying to for me to celebrate my 10-year anniversary having my YouTube channel. Now, I don't remember being, I don't remember, but then I thought to myself, you know what I think it is? There were 2 videos that I made about 10 years ago. At least it might even be longer than that, I thought, but, that I made about 10 years ago, and I put it on YouTube back then with me. I did a video with my mom and a video with me, doing the Ice Bucket Challenge. And, included with my channel, I put those videos on my channel. Like, you could watch them anytime you want, So I'm wondering if just putting them in kind of like told YouTube that, hey, this guy's been on for 10 years, even though I just did 2 videos and that was it,
Well,
So,
what happened with me was I was always on the cutting edge of what YouTube was doing, starting from, I remember getting a Gmail invite very early on because at the time I used to watch a tech show on Tech TV cable, right? And I'd watch this
right.
Screensavers show. It was called with Leo Laporte, and they mentioned that Google was gonna offer a free email, and it's in beta now. It's invite only, and if you go here and request an invite, at some point you'll get an invite. And then they sent me an invite, and I got a Gmail account, and then it's like, here's 5 invites, send them to your friends and get them on Gmail. And so I did Gmail, and then eventually they came out with YouTube. And then since I was already like an early Gmail adopter, I think they had a promotion like sign up to YouTube now. Well, I can, and so I did. And then after a while, they did it YouTube or Google Music to compete with Apple Music, iTunes. And so I got like the beta invite to Google Music, and I started using Google Music, and you could upload your pirated MP3 files for the legit digital rights management copy on. So they wouldn't bust you. They would say, we'll scan your computer for your illegal MP3s, and each one that we recognize, we'll add that to your YouTube library so you don't actually have to purchase it, which is pretty cool. So I did that.
Right.
And then they announced like now we're offering Google Music Family Plan. And here, if you want to get in from ground level, you can get it at this introductory price of this. But once it actually comes out of beta and goes live, it's going to cost this much more. But you'll be locked in at this introductory price for life, right? So I've always done that with all the products that Google kept offering. Then they did their storage, unlimited storage for your phone videos and photos. And so then they came out with Google Photos. Like, sure, here's your introductory offer. You want unlimited storage? Here's the introductory price for Google Unlimited Storage. And with that, you get unlimited music, and you get premium YouTube and all that. So I never saw YouTube with commercials before, unless I went on a device where I wasn't logged in, and it was like, what's this crap? There's
Right.
commercials on
Right.
YouTube. So I never had to experience that because I've always been a subscriber to what Google had to offer. And so to this day, I still have YouTube Premium Family, YouTube Music Family. Now we have the Google Fi cell phone family plan with unlimited data on that, split across my wife, daughter, and son. So there's 4 of us on the plan. And I think for $80 a month, you get 4 plans with unlimited data and voice, or which is great. I mean, I guess there is a
Yeah.
limit, but then they'll just throttle you if you hit that 60 gigabyte a month limit per person or something. I forget what it is, but we never even come close to it, so it's not an issue. But Google Music, I rarely use anymore, but I also have a Amazon Music family plan, just because then when I got into HD music, better than CD quality and all that, and then I went down a rabbit hole of hi-fi stereo equipment and nice speakers and whatnot. And so I don't listen to that much music at home. It used to be a car thing, but I don't drive in my car anymore. And so then I blast the music at home, but then I'm going deaf now, so I really don't do that too often anymore. But then
Right.
I have like awesome sound system here in my office, in my living room, and in the bedroom. I mean, with all high-end speakers in each one of them, high-end subwoofers, and so at any three of those rooms, I can rock the entire house. And then my son, I outfitted his room too with some equipment, so he has like the same hi-fi setup. Like, but then he listens to shit music. And then I regret, why did I give him that subwoofer? Because
Well,
all you hear is the house shaking. It's like, are we having a thunderstorm? Oh no, that's him upstairs with the subwoofer.
right. Well, I'm not to cut you off, Gary, but I'm actually I have a few things I have to do now. So we're at only 7 viewers now. So I think that
Sorry,
you
you
know.
know what? I was actually only going to come on because you said, "Is anyone else coming on?" I was just going to say hi.
Oh
And
no, I'm glad you're here. I'm always glad you're here. And just really quickly, it's funny is whenever I watch commercials now, like say Aaron has a channel and a commercial comes on, or Mitch never really has commercials. At least not he might have like in the beginning, but not throughout his whole thing. But it's funny, like whenever I see a commercial, this is what always annoys me. Okay, the commercial comes on, fine, I watch it, whatever. But for some reason, like I like my commercials and the video to be lined up, like the chat so I can like do the chat and still watch the video, and the same thing. But whenever I watch the film, right after it's done, the chat is like up here, and then the video is like, or the other way around, I should say. It's like totally on. So I have to kind of like refresh it to get them back lined up again every single time. Which is
just realized
which
here,
to me is kind of annoying.
I
What
thought
was
people,
that?
I thought people stopped chatting. I just checked the chat and I was like, "Huh, no one has commented in a few minutes now." So for some
Yeah.
stupid reason, YouTube just like froze my chat, and now I'm looking at it. It's like, oh,
No, I mean, I haven't seen. Sandy was the last person, and then Josephine just put out a thing saying "Enjoy your night." So beautiful day and beautiful night all. So I guess she's either.
yeah. So
I'm not sure what time it is for Josephine. She might be going. It might be like really late for her, like extremely late.
all right. So I haven't seen anyone comment since when I said,
Yeah,
"Why'd you do that, Amy?" Subscribing, and then after that there wasn't much. Now I'm like reading back. Oh, so I
yeah,
wasn't ignoring anyone.
yeah. So I'm going to end it here, and just make sure to watch, Amy on Tuesday, and that's going to be a treat. I think, I believe. So everybody live, love, heal, and I think we can all agree, eat the meat. See you guys.